All right, let's see if I stuck to my plan for April so far. We halfway through the month of April.
That's just like a once in a while thing.
Let's see.
So thinking of April, man, April I'm gonna really go hard on myself diet wise. I've showed the plan already. Rolling 6 day water fast.
I don't
Ultimately,
know if I've been going hard on myself. I don't know if I've been going hard on myself this month. I've been trying, but just being honest, like when you get on that scale and you know that you've been working hard, but the scale don't reflect it, it's hard. Even if you see it in your body. Well, if you see it in your body, it's not so hard anymore because you know that the numbers will come. But we pushing, man. I just hope that by the end of April, I can say I lost some weight. If it's 1 pound, fine. I mean, I'll take 10 though.
on my refeeds, I really hope to eat lean, and pretty much the concentration and focus is protein to build muscle, to build the body. Protein, protein. Fat,
I've been definitely bulking on protein intentionally, but I still don't know how to use protein. Like I haven't actually experimented fully with protein. Like try eating 100 grams of protein a day. Now try eating 200 grams of protein a day. See if you can really notice a difference. I know I definitely feel a difference when I eat carbs. It definitely gives me ready to burn fuel and energy. With fat, when I'm fat adapted, fat works beautifully to the point where I really don't even need it heavily. But protein, I'm still learning about protein.
maybe a little bit of healthy fat, right? They say you need omega 3s. They always talk about it, so fuck it. Let me try all that sort of stuff, right? Let me make sure all that's good. But mostly, I'm focusing on staying fat adapted, right? So I can burn more fat, getting protein, and keeping the carbs low.
I have not stayed fat adapted. Okay. Um, I just it's not that I can't stay in ketosis. I know how to stay in ketosis. Just don't eat pretty much like the bread and the cookies and the fries that I've been eating. Now that the cravings are pretty much out the way, I can say I can cut it off if I want to, but I haven't made that determination or decision yet. I haven't made a decision to stay in ketosis. Although I've talked about it so much, I still mentally, it's like my mind still wants some enjoyment. That's what it is. It still wants some enjoyment. Like sometimes I have no cravings, right? But I feel like okay, tomorrow we start another fast. Let me just get something in, and I'll I will sit around and think about it for hours, and I finally say, you know what? Let's just order something. That's not me necessarily binging or being greedy or anything. It's something in me that's like, we haven't had this or we haven't had that. And I mean, when you deprive yourself of food for a while, it happens. So I allow it. I allow it as long as I don't start to gain weight. That's the big thing. Like when I say gain weight, I mean like, I go back into the 230s. We'll see tomorrow.
Right. I obviously still have some sort of insulin resistance issues, some sort of metabolic issues.
Still.
Obesity is metabolic syndrome, but during the second half of this fast, I plan on reading Bigger, Lean, and Stronger,
I've been reading it.
doing all the math necessary, figuring out my metabolic rates, my calorie in, calorie out rates, like figuring out all the math.
I've done all
That's
that.
why I bought this whiteboard for math, really. And I'm gonna see if I can figure out the formula for maintenance for weight loss. I'm done with weight regain. I'm not even gonna try and do that on purpose ever again.
Yeah, story. Last year I tried to do lean bulk. It works. But it took me about 3 weeks before I started dropping weight. Um, it worked. Like it worked definitely. I gained strength. I also gained fat, but then I reduced the fat, and then I just stopped weighing myself and I went off the rails. So it does work. It's just that it takes time, and you have to trust the process and the formulas.
If I want weight regain, I'll just get a pizza. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just gonna be focused on crunching the numbers. I really want to
Yeah. So yeah, that was, I just wanted to analyze how far I've come in this month of April, right? March, I know how March went. March, I kind of lost like 10 pounds ish. And of course, I slaughtered January and February. In April, I haven't lost any weight. So, April, I've pretty much maintained my weight. Even though I've done a lot of fasting, I won't say I've done a lot of feeding. In the month of April, I've ate on 5 days. We're on April 15th, right? So I've eaten 66% of the time in April. My target, at least when I started all this, Water Fasting Gauntlet Part 2, was to stay fasted 80% of the time. That's what I did last year. It worked well to stay fasted 80% of the time. But 80% is like breaking point with cardio. So I might have to bring it down to between 66 to 75% fasted. With water fast cycling that I'm doing now every 3 days. Don't know. This is my first 3-day one, so I don't know how long it'll last. But, we'll say between 3 to 6 days. I just have to control the refeeds. I knew that there would be some social eating. I knew I would want to food experiment because I'm a foodie. I just have to control everything and get back on track by May. Yeah. I feel like I am on track now, but I mean, as far as let's lose weight, let's get under 200, let's get under 20% body fat, and then under 15, and then the golden between 8 to 10%. So it's been your boy, the American African, just been reviewing what's been going on by taking a look at this video, recognizing my pitfalls and proper weight regulation. We out.